Yes, guys, welcome back to the player ratings. Manchester City have just beaten Young Boys 3-0 in a top class performance. I don't even think Young Boys even had a shot, not even a shot on target, not even just a shot on our goal at all, man. So it was a total dominance, total control. I know they had 10 men for a bit of it, but we completely dominated the game in every single way. And some decent performances out there as well. And of course, as we spoke about in the watch along, there are a lot of players rested. So I think this has been a fantastic night for us as well in terms of getting those key players rested. Guys, do me a favor, make sure you drop a like on the stream. Really helps support the channel, really helps get more people into the streams, especially for the player ratings. We've got 200 people in the building. Let's get those likes to 50. We need 4 people to hit the thumbs up button to get us to 50 likes. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button and make sure you are subscribed to the channel as well if you are new. And if you've got Twitter, go and retweet my recent tweet. It's the player ratings tweet. Get more people in from there as well. Big up to EB with the yes member for 2 months. Hopefully, guys are all well, man. LB, got to change the intro music, mate. It's making my ears bleed. Bro, just mute the thing, bro, for 3 minutes, innit? You know what I mean? I can't be changing the tune because it makes your ears bleed. Just mute it for 3 minutes, then unmute. Okay, player ratings, as always, guys, we'll go through every player. We'll go through the stats. You guys fire in your player ratings in the chat. 6 is an average. Anything less than that, you feel like they negatively impacted the game or just didn't really do well. Anything over 6, you feel like they positively impacted the game there as well. Yeah, so we'll do that. Standard sort of situation. You know the drill, innit? Big up to LB1998 says, what's that coming over the hill? It's Jeremy Doku. It's Jeremy Doku. W or L? What do you think, guys? You know what I mean? It's my brother LB1998. What do we think? What do we think? Let me know in the chat. Right, let's get into it. Let me get the player ratings on screen. That probably helps. There we go. Right, player rating season. Start off with Ederson. He's zooming a bit. 90 minutes to go. He made him a high claim. He didn't have any saves to make. But he made 1 high claim. He also had 100% passing accuracy, including 6 long balls. I mean, guys, I always say this in it, but it's sometimes I feel like it's a little bit. I feel like it's sometimes impossible, right, to give. How do you give Ederson a rating today? 7.5. I mean, he didn't have to make a single save, so the only thing we can really judge him on is kicking. But I can't give him a 10. Yeah, I can't give him a 10. I know he did nothing wrong, but I can't be giving him a 10. So I'll give him a 7.5. Sometimes I'm just like, do I skip the goalkeeper because it's almost too difficult? But yeah, we'll give him a 7.5 and we move, right? Because it's kind of too difficult. Kyle Walker, late drafted into the squad. Of course, it was meant to be Manuel Akanji, but apparently he got ill in the warm-up. So, yeah, Kyle Walker came in and obviously took the captain's armband as well off what's he called? Off Ruben Dias, because Ruben Dias was meant to be captain today. That's his heat map. So, what have we been saying recently? Or not we, but I've certainly been saying I don't like it necessarily when Walker occupies this area. If you see the cursor on screen, this area here, much more of a wing position, because he's not a great crosser of the ball, and I feel like it just gets in the way of whoever's playing right wing, and we end up seeing Foden inverting into this weird position. Tonight, he didn't do that. He held up much more in this position, much more similar to how we seen him play last year, and that's obviously because John Stones is back into the team, and that gave freedom for Foden, and Foden had a much better game than when he plays in that weird inverted role. So just something to note there. Played 61 minutes. Really happy he was subbed off. He's fresh now for Chelsea. That's great news. Made 1 tackle there. Won 4 out of 4 ground duels. Won his only aerial duel. Had an 89% passing accuracy. 6 long balls, 3 successful. Also had a shot on target and a dribble attempt successful. So stats are very good. Yeah, I mean, I don't really remember him doing too much wrong. I think he got caught out, didn't he, in the middle of the park once. But other than that, was pretty fine. I think he was all right. I think I would give him. Let's see. What would I give him, man? What would I give him? I'd give him a 7.6, 7.7. I think he was decent. I think he was all right. I give him something like that. I wouldn't give him much more than that. I don't think I would put him in the 8s, but he done okay. Let's go on to John Stones. I know he's more of a midfielder these days. I mean, look at that. I mean, the heat map pretty much proves it. I mean, look at that, guys. He spends more time in the opposition half than he does in our half. So that just kind of proves really that he's more of a midfielder these days. Well, that's his heat map from the game. 45 minutes played. I asked you guys in the chat, and a couple of you people said it's been confirmed he wasn't injured, which is great news. I've not seen that confirmed anywhere on the internet or anything. So I'm hoping you guys are legit on that one. But yeah, played 45 minutes. Great news again if he's fit. He's not injured. That's great news. Subbed off fresh for Chelsea. Misplaced 2 passes in the whole game, which is nice. Well, the 45 minutes he was on. 96% passing accuracy. 1 cross. Bit wild that centre-back's crossing, but it is what it is. 2 long balls, both successful. Blocked a shot as well. Also successful in his only ground duel. Also made 2 clearances. So, yeah, good stats there from John Stones. Passing on point. Made a couple clearances. Looked all right. Say he looked sloppy, Tyrese, but he did only misplace 2 balls, bro, in 45 minutes. So I think it's harsh to say sloppy. Look, I can't give him a mega rating because he only played 45 minutes. I don't usually, when it's the other way around, I don't normally give player ratings when they don't play a majority of the game. But I don't know. I give him what, 7.5 or something. Like I say, it's kind of difficult in it because he only played 45 minutes. All I would say is it was a sort of standard John Stones performance. And yeah, very, very, very nice. Where's he gone? Where have you gone, Diaz? What are you moving for? Right, here we go. Right, I got to say, this guy today was exceptional, I thought. Even though they didn't really have too much defending to do, any bit of defending, it seemed that Ruben Dias was just doing all the defending. And that's not because the other players weren't defending well. I just felt like the ball, whenever they went forward, it was just near Ruben Dias. This was his heat map from today's game. In the second half, he did spend a long time playing right wing, which was, is that a new Pep thing? Centre-back is now playing right wing. 90 minutes played. 3 clearances, 1 interception. He won 3 out of 4 ground duels. He won 2 out of 3 aerial duels. And he had 99% passing accuracy off 128 passes. Now, granted, yeah, let's be real. Most of the passes were probably easy. To Ake, to Walker, whatever. But to do 128 and only misplace 1 in 90 minutes, I think you got to give him big credit there. 1 cross from our centre-back today, unsuccessful. 6 long balls, 5 successful. So, in fact, his only pass in the whole game, which wasn't successful, was a long ball. So, yeah, that's incredible, really. I thought he was brilliant today. And you know what? I think this season he's been fantastic. Not that last season he wasn't fantastic. He was. But, yeah, I think that I think he looks like he's solid. He looks like he's fresh. It looks like he's fresh. And, yeah, I mean, we're a much better team with him in the side. He's so good at defending. He's a leader. And you know what? I'm a bit gutted he didn't captain the side today, actually, because that would have been nice to see. But listen, definitely in the 8s. I think it's difficult to put him in the 9s just because he didn't really have that much defending to do. And I think for a defender to get in the 9s, you've got to have done like some mega defending. And he did do some good defending, but not a great deal. So it's definitely in the 8s. I'll probably give him an 8.4 if we're being honest. 8.4. But if you guys want to give him a high 8, 8.7, 8.8, I understand. But for me, to get up there towards the high 8s, just my opinion, you got to do a bit more defending. And because of the opposition, he just didn't have enough today. But yeah, still a great score. He's probably going to be up there with the Man of the Match award. He's probably going to be with a shout. I'll do a poll in a bit. But yeah, great from him today. Okay, let's go on to this guy, Josko Gvardiol. I'm waxing lyrical about Josko Gvardiol before the game. Brilliant again today. This is his heat map. Lovely jubbly down the left-hand side. Does cut in a little bit, but usually holds the width. 90 minutes played in the game. Made 1 clearance. He won 2 out of 5 ground duels. 2 aerial duels. Neither of them won. They were a tall team. I don't know whether that's just because they were tall or whether he's just not good in the air, which I don't believe he is. I just think that they were a very tall team up top. 94% passing accuracy. Misplaced 4 passes in the whole game. 2 long balls, 1 successful. Also blocked a shot. Also made a dribble attempt, which was successful. To be honest with you, I'd probably give him slightly less than Diaz, in my personal opinion. I thought Diaz was a better player today. I just think he did more defending than Gvardiol, and he made 1 misplaced pass. But to be honest with you, he still was very good. He put that great ball into to Grealish, who then turned on it, give it to Foden, who we ended up scoring a goal. So, yeah, good player. I give Diaz, an 8.4. I give Gvardiol 8.1. I give him an 8.1. which actually seems quite low compared to quite a lot of you guys in the chat. I'm seeing 8.5 from J877. To be fair, Rodri, Lito, MCI fan, both on 8, all on 8s. Marco Polo on 8.3. Herbal Attraction 8.3. Osmodus 8.8. Alec Johnson on 8.7. So I don't know. Maybe some split opinions on Gvardiol today. But yeah, I thought it was good. Just 8.1. Okay, let's move on to Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis, guys, that's his heat map from today. So bit of a weird, obviously had to change his position quite a few times. I think first half he played a lot more central, probably this sort of area here, and then obviously he got switched out in the when Walker went off. He went more to a wing position because effectively he was a wing. He wasn't really a right back. He was a winger effectively because we dominated the ball. 90 minutes played in the game. He had 1 assist. Lovely stuff. 92% passing accuracy. That's very healthy. 5 key passes in the game. Very impressive. 1 long ball successful. 1 shot on target. 2 dribble attempts not successful. 1 big chance missed, which, I guess it depends which side of the coin you're on here. Some people will say it's great defending, but I think he should bury it, to be honest with you. We're talking, first 5-10 minutes when he has that cuts inside from Grealish. And, he does everything right. He opens up his body. But for me, you're 4 yards away. You've got to just blast that in, you know what I mean? It is good defending, but I think he should bury it. 7 ground duels, only won 1 of them, which is quite low. Also made a clearance. I think he was good today. I don't think the stats fully do him justice, to be honest with you. I think he had a good game, solid game. I don't think it was one of his best games he's ever played, but it's still a very good performance. My question is, does he sneak into the 8s or is he high 7s? He's certainly high 7s, certainly for me. But is he in the 8s? Possibly, man. 7.9. Is that just harsh? Is that just stingy? No, I'm going to give him a 7.9. I'm going to give him a 7.9. I think he should bury the chance in the first half. He did get pushed off the ball a few times, which will come naturally as he gets stronger. But still, listen, we're talking about a 7.9 here for a 19-year-old. Or 18-year-old. He turned 19 later on the month. Listen, this guy is going to be some player for us. Big time. 100%. All he has to do is stay focused. You know what I mean? He's going to get a big contract if he's not already got one. You know what I mean? Stay in that stable environment. Hopefully he has a good family, good friends, good support network behind him. He doesn't go off the rails and he stays patient because he's playing a lot at the moment, probably more than people thought, but there could come a time when he doesn't play for a bit. You know what I mean? That's probably something that could happen. And he's got to stay patient. But if he keeps on doing what he's doing, imagine in 4 or 5 years' time, he'll still be only 22, 23. He's going to be some player, man. He's going to be some player. Okay, you know what? I'm really interested to speak about this guy today. Matheus Nunes got a start. This is his heat map from the game. So, again, sort of expected it, kind of everywhere, but mainly out on this right-hand side. Didn't really play the DM position, which I would have liked to have seen, but it is what it is. Let's have a look at his stats, then we can talk generally about him. So he played 90 minutes. Love to see that. Got on the ball a lot, of course, there. 93% passing accuracy. There's nothing wrong with that at all. 2 key passes in the game. 4 crosses, 1 successful, and 1 long ball, which was successful as well. Had 3 shots off target, 1 shot blocked. He won a penalty. He missed a big chance. He had 2 dribbles not successful, so a lot to dissect there. He won 7 out of 14 ground duels and won his only aerial duel. Yeah, listen, I think interesting game from Matheus Nunes. I gotta be real with you. I think he was decent. I think he was good. I think he should have probably scored when he done that run and he tried to outside of the boot. He tried to outside of the boot it, but he just got it all wrong and kicked it out. He probably should have scored there. But the turn, the skill to win the penalty was top class. He took everyone by surprise, including Larper, who took him out. So great play there. I'm still at this position where I still don't get his role. I still don't really understand what he's in there. Because, for example, Bernardo Silva plays in the middle. What's he there for, right? He's there for the work rate. He's there to win the ball back. He's there to keep the ball, pause it, all that kind of stuff, yeah? You know what he's there for. Kevin De Bruyne is there to create. He's there. His job is a creator. He's there to create chances. Even Kovacic, I know what Kovacic is to do. Kovacic is just in there to keep the ball, keep shit ticking over. You know he ain't going to score. You know he ain't going to create. But he's just like a lesser version of Gundogan, really. You know what I mean? With Nunes, I'm still... And this isn't a negative, by the way. Please don't think I'm hating on the guy. I'm not. I just don't really understand what his role is. Is that because he does a bit of everything and therefore I'm just not nailing him down to one thing? He's not just doing this. He seems to get stuck in. I mean, the stats prove it. Look at it. Look at the tackles. He makes a lot of challenges. He gets involved in the attacking things as well. Maybe I'm just kind of like not seeing that he's doing a little bit of everything. I'm interested to see how he develops at City. I am, because I don't really know how it's going to go. I hope it goes well. I'm going to give him... Player rating wise, I think he did well. I'm going to give him... can't quite put him in the 8s. I think he done really well for Win the Pen and that, but his attacking play other than that was a little bit lower than where we needed it, but he did get stuck in. I'm going to give him, you know what? I'm going to give him 7.8, man. I think he had a good game today. I'm going to be real with you. And I know there's a lot of people in the chat who disagree and think he wasn't great today, but I think he did all right. And I think with him, I think we just need to give him time. We should give everyone time, really, if we're being honest in it. But I think give him time and see how he molds his way into this team. But I can see a player in there, and I can see a player that might be able to help us out in certain scenarios. But yeah, we'll see how he gets on, man. But yeah, I'm going to give him 7.8. I thought he did all right. I think he did all right. Right, Kovacic. Wow, that is for a guy who played 80 minutes, that is a very scarce, or contained heat map. Mateo Kovacic, 80 minutes played, 83% passing accuracy, which is a little bit on the low side. However, one thing I would say about him today, he was playing a lot more balls in behind the defence, which does often result in a lower passing accuracy. We see with Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne never really has good passing accuracies, but who gives a fuck when he's just created 2 or 3 goals, right? So I'll give him that. 1 key pass in the game, 1 shot off target, 1 shot blocked. He won all his ground duels, and he made 2 interceptions. Listen, I know there's a lot of people out here not a massive fan of Kovacic. I thought he had a good game today, man. I think we've got to accept he played well today. I think he created a few chances, linked up the play well. He seemed quicker in his decision making. He still needs to improve his shooting. You know what I mean? In fact, you know what I'd have him and Nunes doing on Monday morning? Oh, not Monday. It's a midweek game. You could have it done tomorrow. He's just doing shooting practice, man, because him and Nunes look like they could deal with it. But honestly, man, I think he started off the season all right, played a couple of games and looked good, and then he just declined. But I think he played well today. We've got to give him credit where credit's due, even if you're not a fan of him. I think he played well. I'll give him 7.5. I think that's a fair score. 7.5. And yeah, you know what as well? That's true. This is what Kovacic is, you know what I mean? This is what he's never going to come in and be mint. But the problem that we've had with him is recently he's been bad, if we're being real. No one expects him to drop 9 out of 10s, 10 out of 10s, you know what I mean? I'd be surprised if we ever put Kovacic over at 8.2, yeah? But what we need to be getting out of him is when he's playing is good 7.5s, solid every time. And that's what he was doing early part of the season. Then he just started to drop 7s, 6.5s. So, yeah, listen, I think he played well today. I give him credit where credit's due. Okie dokie. Let's move on to the wingers. Well, SofaScore got Jack Grealish with a 9 out of 10 on the SofaScore rating. So let's go through his stats. That's his heat map from today. 90 minutes played, 1 assist, 1 shot on target, 1 shot off target, 1 shot blocked, 91% passing accuracy, 7 key passes, 3 big chances created, and 7 key passes. Wow, that's seriously impressive stuff. 2 crosses in the game, non-successful. 2 long balls, both successful. He won all 7 out of 7 ground duels as well. Okay, I get that. Nice. Listen, I think he played well today, guys. I think he played well against Young Boys in the reverse fixture. He played well against United. He's played well today, which is good because he got off to a bad start of the season. Didn't want playing well. Then he took that little injury. But I think Doku is rubbing off on him a little bit. I mean, doesn't sound great, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Because I'm starting to see Jack Grealish now take on players a little bit more in a different sort of way than he used to be honest with you. That sounded weird. But yeah, listen, I think Jack Grealish played well. The stats are mad. 3 big chances created, 7 key passes, good defensive stonks as well. I think did all right when he went into midfield. Set up that when he got the ball off Gvardiol as well and give it to Foden, that was real nice. I think 8.3, 8.2. I'll give him an 8.3. I think he done all right, man. No, we've not done Doku, bro. We don't normally do players when they only come on for 10 minutes, so we will speak about him. Yeah, I'll give him an 8.2. I'll give him an 8.2. I feel like he done all right today. And when he went in the midfield, he done all right as well. So, yeah, and listen, people mention the block shots and that, and I would say there's people paid at Manchester City Football Club whose job it is to look into this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So they look at the game, they look at everything that they do. You know what I mean? Their job is to literally watch football matches and look at stuff like that and find out why it's happening. So again, we might just be thinking too much of it as football fans, as City fans, but there does seem to be a lot of shots that Jack Grealish has that get blocked. So I'd like to think there's someone at City who can look at that data, first of all, to confirm whether that's true, because it might not be true, yeah? It might be the situation where we're all just imagining that he has all these block shots. Then they can look at the data and go, no, he does have a high block shots. And if that is true, then they can look into it and see what is he doing? Why do he always have block shots? But today was good. I give him an 8.2. I think he was decent. Right, let's go on to Phil Foden today. That's his heat map from today. Much better than when he's played in this weird inverted role. And I know there's not much in it because he's still inverting off the right. Yeah, I get that. People say, oh, but he's still inverted. I know what you're talking. But from when I watch City play, when Kyle Walker's up on the wing, like down here, where you can see the cursor. When we see Kyle Walker down here, and then Foden's more in this sort of position, I just don't feel like it's as good. And I don't know why, but that's just my opinion. Today, again, much better than when he plays in these weird inverted roles. 90 minutes played in the game, 1 goal, beautiful finish, great finish, lovely goal. 3 shots on target, 1 shot off target, 2 shots blocked, 3 dribbles, all successful, and 1 big chance missed according to the stats. He had a 76% passing accuracy. Not great, but again, the further you move up the field, they are playing more riskier balls. So naturally, you do take a little bit of a dip on the passing accuracy. And they have less passes. I mean, he has 51 passes. Dias has 128, you know what I mean? So it does naturally do that. 1 key pass, 1 long ball, unsuccessful. He did win all 4 of his ground duels, which is nice to see. It means he's getting stuck in and doing well there. I think Phil played very well today. I think he's been playing pretty good recently, actually. He scored against United in the derby as well, and I think he's starting to fit in nice. I think he got hindered a little bit when Pep was trying this weird inverted thing, and I don't think it worked. I think there was too many cooks. You know what I mean? What's the saying? Too many cooks in the kitchen or whatever. And when you've seen that weird formation Wolves was a great example. I think Walker was in that position on the right, and you had Alvarez and Foden in the middle, and you had bloody Haaland dropping in, and you had probably Kovacic and Nunes going. And it was just too many places, too condensed, and even Phil, with his great technical ability, couldn't really find the spaces. This is much better. Great again today, and he's looking good. He's looking good, right? Let's have a look at how many goals he's on for the season. Let me pull up his stats. Foden stats. What's he on for this season? 2023, 2024. What's he on? Okay, so this season he's on 4 goals, 4 assists in 16 games, which is a goal or an assist every other game. That is very, very good for a winger. If you do it by minutes, 1,133 minutes divided by 8. He's getting a goal or an assist every 141 minutes. That's very impressive. That's decent. No complaints. He's doing well. Player rating. Got to be in the 8s. I don't think it quite gets in the... It's 5 and 4, is it? Oh, I don't think it's updated then, bro. Yeah, sometimes they're a bit slow in it. I don't think he gets in the 9s, in my personal opinion, although some of you guys might disagree. I certainly think it's 8s. I certainly think it's above at 8.4. I think it's in the 8.4 to 8.6, 8.7 region. So I'll give him an 8.6. I'll give him an 8.6. I think he did well. I think there was stuff that he was a bit, I don't know. I feel, I don't know if you guys feel the same. I feel like Foden felt himself that tonight was a night that he could have got a couple of goals because he was snatched at a couple of shots. He missed a big chance. Look at this. He had 6 shots in total. And I just felt there was a couple of shots that he might have done a better. Do you know the one where he cut off the right? And I said in the watch along, it was like an Iron Robin type situation. A little bit more composure there. And he probably tries to find the top left. But I think he just snatched at it, went for power, and it just went straight to the goalkeeper. I'm going to give him an 8.6. Still a very, very, very good rating. Okay, let's go on to this guy. Erling Haaland. That's his... Oh, man. I'm going to stop doing the stats one day for this guy. This is his heat map, if you care. I mean, I don't know what happened here. What happened here, man? No one knows. 61 minutes. Love that he got subbed off. Keep him fresh for Chelsea. Great news. 2 goals. Outdid his expected goals, which is good. We've not seen that a lot this season. If you care about expected goals, I know some of you don't care about it. That's fine. But there's been a lot of times this season where he's underperformed his expected goals. Tonight is not the case. 3 shots on target, 1 shot off target. Missed a big chance. Yeah, I think that's a bit harsh, though, because, correct me if I'm wrong, but are they on about the one where Walker crossed it and he missed it? But it did take a deflection just before he pulled the trigger, which I think, you know, it's a bit, it is a big miss. So they're right to call it a big chance miss, but it was very difficult for him to score that, in my opinion, just because it's literally, he's setting himself up to knock the ball in the box. And at the last minute, it's hit someone and the ball's come up. So I feel it's a bit harsh, but it is what it is. 6 passes in the match. That's why I just don't do That's why I just don't do stats really for Haaland. I only focus on this bit here because this is what all that matters. And to be honest with you, if we're being serious, this bit here is all that matters, innit? This bit and this bit. All the rest, this bit, we don't care about this. You know what I mean? If you're Harry Kane, if we would have signed Harry Kane, I think you start looking at this because this is more important for Kane because he drops deeper than that. We're not asked. Scores 2 goals, scored the pen, lovely pen, send the keeper the wrong way. And the second strike outside the penalty area, ripped the back of the net. Beautiful goal. 8.1, 8.2, 8. I don't know. How would you... I mean, 8.3. 8.3 for Erling Haaland. Yeah, the shirt swap was a madness. But yeah, I'm going to give him an 8.3. All right, let's take a look at the subs. We don't really have a look at the subs all that much, but today's probably is an exception. Ake, come on, let's go through his stats because he did play the full 45 minutes. I think it's only fair. Yeah, played in midfield for a bit, didn't he? That was a bit of a madness, to be honest with you. 45 minutes played. Won 2 ground duels out of 3. Didn't win his aerial duel. 100% passing accuracy. Lovely jubbly. And 1 key pass as well. Yeah, I mean, he did his job in it. Didn't have any defending today. I don't think he did. He? Oh, no, he did have that 1 bit of defending when that guy ran him down the channel. Yeah, I mean, how'd you give a rating for this? 7.5, whatever. Calvin Phillips. You know what, actually? That's probably one of the best 30 minutes. Genuinely, not being patronising it. That's probably one of the best 30 minutes I've seen from Calvin Phillips. Honestly, I thought he looked a little bit quicker than normal. Looked sharp. Looked decent on the ball. Sent 2 players the wrong way and had a shot. I think he's done all right today. You know, probably one of his best games he's had for City. And again, I know that sounds patronising like a dick. I'm not trying to be. I'm trying to be real with you. You know what I mean? But because of the situation that he's in, it just sounds bad. But honestly, no. Put that to one side. I think he played well today. Listen, he ain't going to make it at City, but he'll still get to a good club. He ain't going to drop down to like a mid-table team or relegation. He's going to get a top 6 club. You know what I mean? You know, there's rumours that Juventus want him, Bayern Munich. No surprises. You know, he's good. He's a good player. He's good on the ball. The problem is we need a quicker player in there, and that's his issue. Oh, no, man. Whoa, why is my mate telling me that John Stones is injured, man? You told me he was fine. You told me he was fine. My mate just texted me and said, John Stones injured. Is he capping? Is he trying to bait me there or what? Where's he got that information from? Let me ask him. Sorry, chat. One sec. Who says this? Where says this? What? Pep said he expects him to be out for a while. Nah, please, man. Oh, apparently Pep just said it on TNT Sports in an interview. Apparently he's going to be out for a while. Man. Bro, what the hell, mate? That is serious stress. He's out for a while as well. Fucking hell, man. What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, it's not good. I hope he's just murking me in it and he's telling me a lie and just trying to getting me scared in it, but I don't think he is. Has anyone just listened to that on the TV and can confirm that is true? Because I've not seen anything on Twitter about it. Anyway, if anyone sees anything on like Twitter for confirmation, then let me know in it. Oscar Bob didn't really do too much, to be honest with you, but don't look out of place when he does play, which is decent. And Jeremy Doku, man, I mean, he got an 8 score. He's on the pitch 11 minutes. 6 out of 6 dribbles successful. 7 ground duels. Where's his big chance created, man? You tell me he didn't create a big chance? He defo did. Passed it to Grealish, who should have scored. It is true. Man, I was hoping that someone would tell me it's not true, man. That is not good. That is not good, guys, to be honest with you. Oh, man. Well. Is what it is. You're going to have to see what he moves to now. Will we ever have a fit squad? Probably not, innit? Probably not. It's annoying. Anything else? Oh, let's give man of the match out. Foden, I think. Should I do a poll? I think Diaz was up there. Let me do a poll. Give me the shouts for man of the match. Give me the shouts in the chat for man of the match. So we got Diaz has got to be up there for me. Haaland has got to be up there for me. Foden. Anyone else? Anyone else in the chat for any nominations? Or is it just them 3 in the nominations? Sam Lee quotes. Sam Lee. Oh, no. Oh, no. Brave. Gvardiol on Stone's injury. Well, Manu had a problem in his back. John felt it again. I feel so sorry for him. It is a big loss. John is so important for what he does, but will recover and the season is long. He will be back stronger. I think he'll be out for a while. So wait, what? What's wrong with him? Is his back or something else? John felt it again. Felt what again? What's John feeling, Bray? Is he on about his hamstring? Or he's on about his back? The thigh? I don't know, man. I don't know what he's on about. Because this is like, is he talking about he's got a back problem as well? Or is he's on about the relapse injury? Mate, that wasn't good either, because he was out for time, wasn't he, John Stones, with his last one. I'm sure he was out for like 3 months or something. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. What was I saying then anyway? Oh, yeah, man of the match. Nominations. I've got Diaz, Haaland and Foden. Is there anyone else on there? I don't think there should be anyone else. Let's have a look. Grealish, maybe. He create a lot of big chances. I put Grealish on, man. Just, he got the sofa score man of the match. So let me put him in. Right. Guys, have you say, vote in the poll. Poll is now live in the live chat. Vote for free. Give us man of match. I'm going to give it to Phil Foden. I think Diaz is just behind him for me. Grealish is up there as well. Grealish done very well tonight, but I think Foden looked very good. Diaz was solid, but obviously Foden got the goal, which was nice. And I think obviously this again is just what Grealish needs to add. I think if Grealish gets a goal tonight, he's up there with properly man of the match contender. I mean, his stats were fantastic. But he just needs to add these goals. And he had the chance. Can't say he didn't have the chance. When he got put into midfield and Doku put the ball into the box, he's got the open net there. He just needs to put the ball in the back of the net. He obviously miskicked it. It goes to Nunes and he's offside anyway. He miskicks it as well. But if you can add those goals, then I think that's what's going to, get him more recognition. He did get the assist, which is very good as well. You know what I mean? It's good for him to get the assist, but goals, man. Goals are cash money, innit? Goals are cash money. Right, let's have a look at the poll. Let's see what you guys are saying. So 50% of you guys are saying Phil Foden. Haaland is up there in 31% of the votes. Grealish in third on 14%. And Diaz with 5% of the votes. So quite a lot of fans of Diaz in the chat there. Buzzing. Right, that's the player ratings done. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Make sure you do drop a like on the stream. It helps other people find it. If you are watching this back on a replay, you wasn't in the live chat, I hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you agreed with our ratings. If you didn't, let us know in the comments section below. I'll be back tomorrow with some more streams throughout the day. And we're going to call it, we'll do the laugh along tomorrow night. Manchester United in a big, big game against Copenhagen. They need to win. So, yeah, I'll do a watch along of that. And, yeah, buzzing. City in a good position. Big game now against Leipzig. Avoid defeat, and we're pretty much chilling. Where is... there we go. Yeah, pretty much chilling. But, yeah, listen, guys. Big up. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure you drop a like. Subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. Back tomorrow. And I'll catch you in the next one. See you in a bit.